Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today is Monday, April 27th, and this is a Overkill portfolio update. So every single Monday I hop on here and I give you guys an update on what I'm holding, what I'm buying, and what I'm potentially looking to sell this week. I have my entire portfolio loaded up here. There's probably 20 to 25 names that I currently own, and I'm just going to go over the charts real quick, give you guys an idea where my head's at, and what I'm doing. I do this because I get a lot of questions about the names that I hold, and I just need to take one day a week to just go over every single name that I'm holding here. So we're just going to cover those today. I do call out all my trades over here if you guys are interested in following along with my trades over here in Overkill Trades. I posted my updated portfolio yesterday, so you guys can see that. So I do post all my trades over here, all my wins, all my losses, all my buys, all my sells. You guys can follow along with that right there in Overkill Trades. Just a real quick update for you guys. So on the year, so year over year, okay, a lot of traders want to talk about how much they've made in a day or a week or a month. I really don't care about the short-term stuff, okay? Portfolios go up and they go down. I think the biggest thing to pay attention to is the year-over-year returns. So if we're looking at my Robinhood account right now, I'm up about $53,000 on the year. That's from April 27th, 2025 to April 27th. Now, this is just my Robinhood account. I have a few different accounts, but this is just my stock. I trade stocks and crypto on Robinhood. So, again, I like to be totally transparent with you guys, show you guys everything that I'm doing. I don't care about what I did on the month, the week, the day. The year over year is the one that matters the most. If you guys see these day traders showing you these big $20,000 days, there's a really good chance they go and lose that the next week. So ask them what their year over year returns are, and you know, you guys do your own due diligence. Obviously, everybody take their own or do their own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to look at charts and share information here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So the first one we're going to look at today is XCN. This is Onyxcoin. So Onyxcoin took off today. It was all the way up here at 89 cents, or I'm sorry, less than 9 cents. It's 0.008, but that had a really big move today. It's selling off a little bit here into the end of the day, but I'm very long on this. I'm very long on this name. If you guys come over here to their website, you can see here that they pay 27%. Okay, 27% staking APR. So I just earned 27% just by holding this name. So as it's going sideways, I'm earning staking rewards every day. So I like names that pay me staking rewards, just because, again, if the market's not doing anything, if it's going sideways, if it's not moving, I'm still earning, right? If it's going sideways, I'm still making 27% no matter what. If it goes up, great, that's when we're going to cash out. But you could see this one has the green dot here on the weekly. We had another green dot right here back in March. That was at 0.0047. So we are definitely up on our position. I think I've made a ton of money over these last 4 months just off of staking. So still holding this one. Again, our strategy, guys, is to buy when this wave is down here. Anytime this blue wave is down here below the white line, we are looking to accumulate the asset, okay? Just because it's down here, and if you're buying a meme coin or a penny stock, right, obviously, right, you have to do your own due diligence. Our goal here at Overkill Trading is to buy good quality assets, meaning good names. I don't invest into poop coins or fart coins or butt coins. I invest into assets that I think their technology and their utility actually means something, and it's actually growing over time. So XCN, I really like this name. Like, I'm just going to hold it and stake it until I get a red dot up here. You can see this red dot came back here in February of 2025. This is when everyone was really excited about Onyxcoin. This is when I found out about Onyxcoin back here. Okay, I didn't buy it though. Why? Because, again, our strategy, we don't buy when the wave is up here. When the wave is up here, this is when people are very excited, right? People are having a good time. People are telling you how great they are. And again, if you look at the cheat sheet over here, again, we don't want to buy when there's excitement. When there's excitement, that's normally when price is going parabolic. This is when we look to sell. Okay, our strategy here is to sell a red dot above the white line, and our buying strategy is to sell a green dot below the white line. Okay, I mean buy a green dot below the white line. That's my buying strategy, right? And our selling strategy is the opposite. We want to sell when the wave's up here and buy when it's down here. So XCN, I'm still holding. I love the move today, but I don't think it's over. I think this one has a long way to go. And again, I'm just over there on their website staking it, earning 27%. It doesn't matter what the price does. I am earning every single day. Okay, they pay out staking rewards every day. So I love this coin. That thing's definitely breaking out here today. I'm going to put that over back on the green list because we have broken back out over the 9 EMA, and I think that one has a lot of room to run. Snapchat's looking phenomenal here. We were buying this one down here at 4.5 and also down here at 4. Okay, big move up already. They had some news today that they're going to be cutting jobs. Okay, they're cutting $500 million in annual costs. So normally when a stock does layoffs, it's good because they're saving a bunch of money, right? And that money normally goes back either into the stock or back into operations. So that's really bullish for the name. Again, we're not selling until the wave comes back up here. On the daily chart, we actually gapped up. You can see we got a green dot here on the daily, so we gapped up. Okay, so that tells you that this 550 support level is very strong. You can see we're back up over the EMAs. That gap up is super big, dude. I'm up pretty big on these options. I think I'm up like $16,000 or something on those options. But I'm looking for that one to run back up here to around 9 to 10. So if you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, if you're not, I have a free trading course over here that you guys can check out. Again, we have a buying strategy and we have a selling strategy. Okay, a lot of people ask me about my buying strategy. What you should be asking about also is the selling strategy. Okay, you can, if you have the best buying strategy in the world but don't know where to sell your asset, okay, it's pointless. You got to know where to sell and you got to know where to buy. And my favorite selling strategy is to sell a red dot, okay, in the red zone on the daily chart. So if we're looking at the daily chart here, the red zone's up here. Okay, this is our price target area. Okay, this is right now between $9 and $10. Okay, the last time we were up here in the red zone, okay, you can see, boom, $17. It sold all the way off down here to 8. So that's what we look for. We look for, boom, big move up to the red zone. We get a red dot in the red zone. That's where we normally take our profits. So you can see how far we are from the red zone. I mean, we have another 100% to go here on Snapchat. So I'm remaining a holder here. I love this gap up today. A gap up is just when the stock gaps up. I mean, you can see the gap right there. I am very bullish on Snapchat going into their earnings next week. They got earnings next Wednesday. So I'm looking for that one to retrace back up here to $9-10. They're cutting costs. Everything looks good for the stock. Also, it's sitting down here at an 8-year low, the lowest price in 8 years. The last time we were down here at this price, okay, was back here in 2018. That was 8 years ago. It went from $5 all the way to $80. Okay, and we're sitting at $6 right now. Still very bullish. At least looking for that one to get back up here to $10 to take some profits. DJT kind of took off today. That one's up 6%. Still just holding this one. I got in on this one at around $10. So, I mean, I'm literally like at break even right now. I like this one a lot as long as it can hold on to 9. Looks like they hired a new CEO. It's an interim CEO. They got a new CEO. So, I don't know if the price is moving off that, but still holding this one. We bought some right here at $10.50 back in December and sold it when it had this big move up to 17. It sold back off. We re-entered right there at 10. And we're just still holding that one, again, looking for a sell signal. We don't look to really sell until this wave comes back up here, right? We want to see that wave up above the 0 line. So as long as it's down here, we're accumulating the asset, right? And we're not buying butt coins or fart coins or anything like that. We're buying good quality assets. DJT, it's a media company. It's a very new company. The reason I'm investing in it is because it's literally the president of the United States company, right? I mean, that's a pretty big deal when the president of the United States has their own media company. I don't have a very big position in it, but again, I'm still holding. Nothing to worry about, guys, as long as the dot is green. As long as the dot is green, we're going up. If we get a red dot, though, that's when we can set a stop loss. And I do have a few red dots in my portfolio, and I'll go over how we're going to trade those here in just a second once we get to them. Humana also really took off here. We entered this one back around, I think we entered this one around 177, but again, that one is taken off as well. It's been finding some resistance up here into the white line, which is the yearly moving average. Okay, you can see how that's been acting as resistance. So it is coming into that level right there at about 240, but this thing's really taken off. Again, I want to see this thing up here in the red zone between 280 and 300. Still holding that one. We got Uber. Uber is also doing very well. I think I bought this one around like $69 or something, so I'm up a little bit on it. You got the MACD crossover right here, which is a bullish indication, and you got some green dots. You had one right there at 69, another one right there at 69. So again, we got two signals right there around 70. I'm still very bullish on this. Again, just waiting for the blue wave to come back up here and give me a red dot. Everything's looking good on Uber here. That was up about 2% today. And the red zone is sitting up here around 92 and $100. So we got quite a ways to go. This one looks very bullish. I like it above $72. Looking very good. Still bullish, still holding. IONQ, I trimmed a little bit on this one last week. We bought this one at 27. It went all the way up to 50. So that was about a 90% move. I did call that sellout. I call out all my sells, all my buys over here in the Discord. I think we sold that one for around 137% profit. I made around 43,000. I sold about 75% of my position. I didn't sell the entire position, but I sold about a third of it. I'm sorry, three quarters of it. Again, for 137% move. That literally came in about a week, because we entered on this signal right here on April 6th at 26. Again, it popped all the way up there. I played an ETF on it. It was a 2x levered ETF. It was IONX, I believe it was. That's the IONQ 2x long ETF. So I do trade with a little bit of leverage here on stocks sometimes. And again, I didn't sell the whole position. I'm still holding on to about a quarter of it. And we're seeing what it does here at around 40. But again, no red dot, nothing to worry about. I just wanted to trim some up 137% or whatever it was. NVO, I'm still really liking this one. NVO's got the green dot. It came down there at around 36. We're up a little bit on this position as well. Looking very strong. It's breaking out over these EMAs. I like this one a lot, still above 34. And yeah, I think this one's going to have a big move this week, at least back up here to 53. Still bullish, still holding. Again, as long as the dot is green, I'm holding, I'm bullish. Okay, I only sell when this blue wave comes up here and gives me a red dot, or we get up here to the red zone. So the red zone for NVO is sitting between 72 and 80. It's sitting down here at 41. I'm also playing a 2x levered ETF on this as well. So if it goes up 100%, I'm going to make 200%. And I'm at least targeting that one back up here to the white line at 53. The max target would be up here at 81, but this stock has been very, very beat up over the last year. That's why I bought it. It's one of the biggest drug makers in the world. They make $12 billion a quarter, and it's bouncing really nicely here in April. So you can see that has clear support right there at around 34. I really like this name. They just partnered with HIMS. There's a lot of things going for it. Again, still holding until either I get the red dot or we reach the red zone. Here's UNH. UNH, I did trim some on this one as well last week. I don't know where that is here. UNH, HUM. Yeah, I trimmed some on that. I thought I called it out. Oh yeah, here it is. So I was up 52% on that one. So I sold, I think I sold 50%. Yeah, I sold 50% of the position. So I took 50% profit. Again, we got in down here at 275. We're up 50%. Took a little bit off. It looks like it's still trying to run here. It does have a red dot here on the daily, but we're nowhere near that red zone. So again, this one could pull back a little bit, maybe down here to 300. But I sold half of my position for about a 53% move. I want to see what it does here at around 350. Again, still holding half of that position. Here's HPQ. HPQ had a nice pop there last week. It pulled back into these EMAs. Again, the dot is still green, so we're still holding. This one really reminds me of Intel. Looks very similar to Intel before it took off, but I like this one still above this level right here at $19. Still holding. Again, as long as the dot is green, still holding. This one's just really been choppy. Looking for that one to explode back up here to around 27. Still holding. GDRX, this is GoodRx, another healthcare name here. I like this one still up above $2. I took a position on this last week, actually. As long as it can hold on to these EMAs, so as long as it holds on to like 215, I like it. If it breaks down below 215, it'll probably come down here to like 175 to 2. Again, the dot is still green, so there's nothing to worry about. I really want to see this one move, maybe up here to 350 to 450. Still holding that one. It's kind of a low cap penny stock play. I don't really play penny stocks a lot, but I know what GoodRx does. They're a healthcare company, and I think healthcare stocks are going to do very well. So again, if you look at this chart, I mean, this thing is down here in the gutter. I played this one off the monthly alert, so I like it a lot, up above 175. If it breaks 175, I will sell it. But as of right now, I'm fully bullish on GoodRx here based on the monthly alert. Looking for that one to pop back up there to 10. It's sitting at around $2 right now. Here's Oracle. Oracle's still green as well. Again, MACD crossover, everything's looking really good. I mean, we got back up over these EMAs. If you guys do not have these EMAs or any of these indicators that I'm talking about here, the EMA ribbon is a very, very good indicator. It's actually one of my favorite indicators. Okay, when we are down below this EMA ribbon, we are stuck in a downtrend, right? We're stuck. So we've been in a downtrend since we got our sell signal back here in October. That came right there at $315. Again, $315. What's our sell strategy again? We want to sell a red dot in the red zone. So the price was up in the red zone up here. We got the red dot, and it sold off from $325 all the way down to $133. Again, our target when we buy is to sell up here, okay, between $300 and $325. If it breaks through the red zone and keeps going, great. We don't care, right? We're as long as we're buying down here and selling up here, right? If you bought this with us down here at 140, okay, that's a 135% move, guys. Most people are happy with 5% a year, okay? Most people are happy with 5% a year, okay? That's a 135% move there. Again, when we break out over the EMAs, that's when the trend is shifting. That's when the bull market is starting, okay? We're in a bear market as long as we're down below it, right? And we've been in the bear market since right back here in October. Okay, October all the way here to April. That's about October, November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 7 months of downtrend, 7 months of going down. Okay, and now we're breaking out. So all the bears, I mean, I think they're going to be very, very wrong here. You guys are going to see that probably in the next couple of months. Okay, all the bears are going to be sucking their thumbs. Okay, and again, we also got a red dot back here in September, literally up there at around 310. So again, our selling strategy is to either sell a weekly red dot or to sell a daily red dot in the red zone. So look how far off the red zone we still are. So again, we're holding until we get closer to this area or in that area. So I really like Oracle still holding on to that one. Again, we got our buy signal last week at around 140. We had one right here at 140 as well. So we were buying Oracle down here at 140. And I think we bought some right here as well in January at 180. So again, we bought here at 180, bought here at 140. Our average cost is around 155, 160. And just looking for that big move up into the red zone, still holding that one as well. Again, I don't want to sell too early, right? This has been a really nice move over the last couple of weeks, but it's nothing really to be too excited about. We're going to get really excited when we're up here. Okay, this is when euphoria kicks in, right? This is when everybody's screaming, everybody's telling you to buy, everyone's having a good time. Okay, up here is greed, right? We're in the greed phase when we're up here in the red zone. This is when we want to sell. We don't want to sell down here, right? We have all this room to go. And again, if you guys do not have the Fibonacci, okay, this Fibonacci retracement is one of my favorite tools. I mean, I like all my indicators, right? All these indicators, they all work together in conjunction. And you guys will learn that if you guys are new over here in the trading course. Okay, I go over all the indicators and how they work together. You never just want to rely on one indicator. We use a bunch of indicators bundled together. And if you guys do not have my trading layout yet, you guys can download all of the indicators that I use. You guys are going to get my same layout. Your screen will look exactly like my screen. When you come over here to the trading indicator tab, you click on this link. Takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up. So all these indicators, everything you see on my screen right now, it will look exactly the same when you go through this link right here. If you have any questions or need support setting it up, again, it's a very straightforward process. Takes a couple of clicks. My email is right there if you have any trouble, and of course you can hit me up over here in the support chat as well. But again, we don't just rely on one indicator. We got to rely on multiple indicators. Okay, and I love Oracle here. I'm targeting back up here at 320 for that one. This is Babylon. This is kind of a newer cryptocurrency. They have a staking platform where I'm staking for about 9% APY right now. But this is a very new project. Like, be careful with these new projects, right? New projects are very risky. But I decided to go in on this one. It's called Babylon. They focus on staking Bitcoin. That's what their protocol is all about, is staking Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin staking is going to be a big thing in the future. That's why I invested into it. And I can earn 9% APY just by staking it on their platform. Again, when we're up above the EMAs, we're in a bull run. We're in a bull market. When we're down below them, okay, we don't want anything to do with that. We want to buy when it's up above those EMAs and we're looking for that big impulsive move higher. Again, very high risk, high reward play right there. ASST still holding this garbage here. Signal came back here at 870. This stock split kind of screwed us on ASST, unfortunately. I wish stock splits were illegal, but we did buy some options like right here around, it was like under a penny, but they had a stock split, and now it's, yeah, the options that I bought are pretty underwater right now. But I'm still holding this one until I get a red dot. PayPal, I love PayPal here. Again, we entered this one down here at 40. I think we also entered back here at around 65. So bought some here, bought some down here. I think we're probably about break even on this trade right now. Maybe down a little bit, but again, just waiting for that to retrace back up there, give me a red dot. JD, this is a Chinese stock here. Again, up above the EMAs. I still like it. I'll put a stop loss on excuse me, this one right here above 27.90. Again, as long as we're above the EMAs, as long as the dot is green, I'm not selling. If we get a red dot, that's normally when I set a stop loss. I have a name coming up here that has a red dot. I'll show you guys. I think it's FET. I actually bought that 2 nights ago. But again, as long as the dot is green, guys, I'm bullish. If I get a red dot, that's where I set my stop loss. Like, for example, this red dot came right here at around 28. So what I do when I get the red dot is I set a stop loss. Okay, and I go over this inside the trading course if you guys are new. So if you guys entered off this green dot right here, say at $28.96, and you got a red dot right here at $28.32, your stop loss should have been at 28. Boom. It broke through 28, went all the way down to 24. Okay, got the green dot right here back at 26, so you could have re-entered right here and capitalized on that move. But this is a Chinese stock, so I like to have a little bit of exposure. I like to be diversified, right? That's why I have like 25 names in my portfolio, because if I just go all in on crypto and crypto's not having a good time, like crypto's the worst performing asset class this year so far. Like, it's down the most. Stocks are doing good. Gold and silver's done very good, but altcoins and crypto have been doing bad. But I have stocks in my portfolio that are performing very, very well. So my stocks are going up while my crypto is maybe going sideways or maybe going down a little bit. Actually, a lot of crypto that I own is actually in the green from where I bought it. But again, it's good to be diversified. It's good to not just invest all in stocks or all in crypto, because you never know which name is going to go up, which asset class is going to go up. That's why you can diversify into healthcare stocks, Chinese stocks, oil and gas stocks. I mean, oil and gas stocks have just taken off this year. I mean, look at Oxy. Okay, we bought this one, I think, back here at like 40, and I think I ended up selling like right here at 50. And guess what? It kept going. But again, I don't care that it kept going, because again, that was a really nice trade for us. I think I made like 60-70% off that trade because we were playing options. So again, it's good to be diversified. It's not good to be all in on one sector or one name. So having a Chinese stock in here, if Chinese stocks start going to the moon, JD is going to capitalize. And JD is one of the biggest Chinese stocks out there. They make $50 billion a quarter. Okay, BABA's another Chinese stock here. And again, BABA's trying to get up over the EMAs right now. Okay, it's got a green dot down here. So again, that green dot's telling us that BABA, right, 118 is the bottom for BABA here. If we break 118, we're going to be stopped out on this dot, right? You'll get a red dot if that level breaks. So again, I like to be diversified. Ray had a really nice move. I believe it was last week. They had a big move up and then pulled back a little bit. But you can see, where are we, guys? Okay, we've been down in this downtrend for a long time, right? From 375 or whatever it was back here. We lost those EMAs, and we've been in a downtrend ever since. Okay, we got our sell signal right here in September, right there at $3, $4, and it went all the way down here to 50 cents. That's a 90% pullback. Okay, that is when we want to buy. Okay, we had a signal right here go off at 87 cents, and we had another signal go off down here at 54 cents. So again, our goal is to dollar cost average on these signals. So if you bought here at 90 or 80 or 90 or wherever that came, 80, 90 cents, and it came down to 50, guess what? We're buying more down here. Okay, so your average cost went from 90. If you bought more at 50, now your average cost is 70. Guess what? You're break even on the trade. So still holding that one. Again, the red zone's up here at like 350. We're finally breaking out over the EMAs. Again, we've been in this downtrend since October. Again, it's been an 8-month downtrend for crypto, and you're just seeing these names break out. Okay, once we get up over these EMAs, okay, If I had to choose one indicator, guys, it would probably be this EMA ribbon. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to trade with just one, and thank God I don't have to, but this EMA ribbon it's so easy to tell if you're in an uptrend or a downtrend. You want to buy when this thing breaks out over it. Okay, that's when you want to take positions. And we broke out over it like right here in April, and we've been going sideways, and now it looks like we're really about to take off here on Ray. So still holding this one, again, until I get a sell signal. My sell signals are either a red dot on the weekly or a daily red dot in the red zone, and I don't see either of those. So again, still holding that one. P-Sky here. One looks like it's going the other way now. God, this one's been disappointing, man. It still has a green dot here. I like it as long if it breaks 10, I'm probably going to end up selling this one. But we'll see what happens. Okay, we're long on this. I think my options on this are for like 2028. So it's just kind of stuck in this downtrend. I would like to see that one explode back up there tomorrow. That daily looks really ugly. So I'm going to hold this one. Again, my options are for 2028. They're about a year out. Let's see what those options are doing here. I think I'm down a little bit on them, not much. I'm down about 14% on them. So I'm playing the $20 calls for 2028. So they have like 2 years on them. I trade the leap options. I don't trade like day trade options like a lot of these people are saying. I'm down 14% on those. And again, this is a very small position in my portfolio. It's not huge, not crazy. Okay, and yeah, so a lot of time on those. And again, if you guys don't know how to trade options or want to learn about my option strategy, I do have an options course over here as well that you guys can check out. But options are very high risk, high reward plays. You guys got to be very strategic with those. I don't, again, trade options with a little bit of time. I trade options with a lot of time. Because if this thing comes back up to 20 bucks, those options could be trading at $6, $7 where they're trading at $1 right now. So I don't like how that one started the week. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. And see how it does. I really want to see that one hold on to 10 bucks. The Honest Company, this is, again, breaking out over those EMAs. Downtrend, 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 breakout. I think we entered this one right here at like 270. So we're up pretty nicely on this one, just targeting up here at around $5 to $6. The wave's getting pretty far up there right now. So, again, watching this one this week, it did get a red dot, but again, we're not in the red zone. I think we have a little bit more room to go on this. I might trim some if we get a red dot this week, but I do like the company. I think they're very new. It's also a penny stock as well. So this one and GoodRx are pretty much my only penny stocks that I own. But again, they have pretty good earnings. They make $88 million a quarter. Pretty small company. But again, the signal came, down here at like $2.30. I bought this one when I saw it break out over these EMAs and pull back into them. I think I entered right there or right there. I can't remember which one it was, but it's had a nice move so far. I'd like to see that one hold on to $3, right? Up above 3, I like it. AKT, this is another crypto. Again, still green. As long as the dot is green on the weekly, we're bullish. And again, we're just chopping around here on these EMAs. These crypto names look like they just want to explode, but we're just building a base, man. We're just sideways, sideways, sideways. I like this one a lot over 40 cents. If it breaks 40 cents, I'll be stopped out. But up above 40, I'm still very bullish on AKT here, another crypto, targeting up here at 120. SUI, I actually have a small position on SUI. I actually converted all of my SUI into Cetus. As you guys know, Cetus is like one of my favorite crypto plays. I sold all my SUI and rolled it into Cetus, and I'm staking Cetus for like, I think they're only paying like 7% APY right now, but this thing's taken off. Okay, I sold my SUI for it down here when I got this signal right here at $0.015. So again, still moving up. Again, dot is still green, so we're still bullish. We don't care about these little 3% pullbacks. Nothing to worry about. We're waiting until it gets up here in the red zone or until we get a red dot there on the weekly chart. Still really like that one. I have a small position on SUI. I like SUI as long as it holds on to 79 cents there. Okay, dot is still green, nothing to worry about. Here's Algorand. Algorand looks really good too. Again, got the signal down here at 8 cents. It popped up to 13. Again, we're up above those EMAs. Again, when we're down below the EMAs, we're bearish. Okay, when we're up above them on the daily, okay, we're bullish. I think I bought this one right here around 10 cents, so I'm up like 10% on the position. Again, targeting up here at around 26. Still looks good. We got that crossover there. Yeah, still looks good. Chainlink still hanging out here as well. Again, got another signal down here at 840. Again, up a little bit off of that signal. I bought some right here at 12, and I bought some down here at 8. So my average cost, I think, is somewhere around 10.50. So I'm still down a little bit on my link position, but again, I'm waiting for the wave to come back up here. We got our sell signal on link back here in September. That's when the bear market started. That started the bear market. Everyone's calling for the bear market now that we're down here. We've gone down for 8 months in a row. Now they tell you, oh, bear market, bear market, bear market. Up here, they were telling you buy, 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 buy. Down here, they're telling you sell, 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 sell. So again, we're buying as long as the wave is down here, selling up here. So again, waiting is 90% of this game, guys. If you guys are swing trading, if you guys are using our strategy, again, we're not day traders here. Not day traders. Say it with us. We are not day traders here. Okay, we are swing traders. So 90% of our strategy is in having patience and waiting, right? We want to wait till that wave comes back up here, till we have this big impulsive move up, and then we take profits, and then we wait till it comes back down like it has. So still very bullish here on Chainlink. I think this is one of the best names to own fundamentally. Again, this has been a very big support level for it since 2024 down here at $9. Still holding that position, still looking very good. FET. So this is one that has the red dot. So this is one of the only names on my portfolio that has a red dot right now. So what do you do when there's a red dot on your name? Okay, what you do is you set a stop loss. You need to determine where that level is. So I entered this one yesterday, I think I entered it yesterday. Saw the green dot here on the daily. I'm mostly playing this one on the monthly here. Okay, down here off the monthly. So my stop loss, I believe, is somewhere around 18 cents right now. I think it's at 18 cents. If it breaks 18 cents, I will be stopped out. 18 cents is like right there. So if that breaks, we'll probably come back down here to 13 cents. Pretty quick trade for me if it happens. But again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish bias, and we do have the red dot. So again, when you get a red dot, when you see the red dot on the weekly, you have to set a stop loss to manage your risk. Okay, so you need to determine where that level is. Normally, I will identify a low, like we bounced right here twice at 19 cents. So if the stop loss says 19 cents, like I'm just using these lows right here that we got back here in December and right here in November, I could see that that was a big level, right? We lost that level, we went down to 13, and we reclaimed it. So as long as 19 cents holds, I'm still bullish. But if that breaks down, normally what I'll do is I'll set it like a penny below that level. So if my stop loss is 19 cents, if that's the level on the chart, I'll normally set it at like 18 cents, right? So again, I like to see the green dot come back this week. Okay, we'll be watching this one very closely. Again, the dot is green here on the daily and also the monthly, but it's red here on the weekly. So again, you just need to use some caution here with that 19 cent level if you're trading this. Again, my stop loss is around 18. Render, again, still green, still holding that one, still looking strong there above $1.60. Near, another cryptocurrency, again, dot is green, got the green dot back there at $1. I still like this one a lot too. Again, we're up above those EMAs. Easy stop loss on this one down here at like 110. 110 looks like a pretty good stop loss. Again, don't need to set the stop loss until you get a red dot. Once you see the red dot, that's when you want to put your stop loss in. I don't see a red dot, so I'm not even going to worry about a stop loss, but if I did put a stop loss in here, it'd be right there, probably around 110. So still holding that one. Ethereum, also still green, still moving up. I've told you guys a million times, you get like one good time a year to buy your asset. Okay, all the way back here since 2023, Ethereum gave the green dot down here. 1,500 up to 4,000, gave it right here. 2,000 up to 4,000, gave it right here. Last year, 1,500 up to 5,000. So again, down here is when everyone's panicking and everyone's scared. Up here is when everyone's excited, everyone's having a good time. We want to buy when everyone's panicking and scared. When everyone's saying it's a bear market, it's a bear market, it's a bear market. That's normally when we're buying. Okay, down here is the doom, right? This is when the world is ending. Last year it was tariffs. Trump was putting tariffs on China. Markets were tanking. People were scared. People were uncertain. Okay, if you guys bought ETH with us last year, you guys made a ton of money. Okay, and we bought this one right here at 1,900. So we're already up 20% off of our ETH position. And again, we're just going to hold it unless we see a red dot. Then we'll set a stop loss. Okay, here's a great example of a stop loss that was set back here in January. So again, we got the green dot right here. That told you that, hey, this is the bottom right there at 2,600. Okay, we used the previous low here. Once we got the red dot, okay, that red dot invalidated our green dot. So that came at 2,700. So you should have set a stop loss right there around 2,600. It broke and it puked all the way down to 1,700. If you had a stop loss set off of this red dot, you wouldn't have had to sit through this big drop. Okay, so again, If the dot is green, we don't have to worry about a stop loss. But if Ethereum flips to red, guess what we're going to do? We're going to set a stop loss. It's as easy as that. Again, when we're wrong, we know we're wrong really fast, okay? Because we get a red dot. Okay, the red dot will tell us if we're wrong. If this bullish, I mean, I'm fully bullish on crypto right now, guys. Until I see the dots flip red, I'm fully bullish. It's okay to flip your stance if a red dot comes. But as long as the dot is green, we're going up. If it's red, guess what we're going to do? We're going to set a stop loss, and we're going to write it back down and then re-enter, right? If you got in right here at 2,700 and got stopped out at 2,600, you literally lost like 2%. And then guess what you could have done down here? You could have re-entered down here at 1900. Okay, so you're stopped out, you re-enter, and now you write it back up. Okay, so again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. Still holding Ethereum, still like it, right? Still above the EMA, still looking good. We've been in a nasty downtrend for a long time. Okay, but we are breaking out here, folks. And I think we're going to get a news event here pretty soon that's going to send us much, much higher. And I really like Ethereum still as long as that dot remains green. ARB, same thing, still green, still trending up. Okay, we broke out over the EMAs. Again, look at this long downtrend. 8 months of downtrend, guys. 8 months we've been in this bear market. And now we're breaking out, okay, for the first time in 8 months. And again, all these influencers are telling you, it's time to sell. There's going to be another drop. It's going to go to zero, okay? No. Who cares? Who cares if we drop 2%, 3%, guys? We're targeting up here at 55 cents, okay? If ARB goes back up to 55 cents, it's not going to matter if you bought it at 12 cents or down here at 9 cents, okay? Not going to matter. You're not going to care when it's sitting up here at 55. So if you're trying to time the exact bottom, probably not the channel for you. We want to get close, okay? We never want to be exact. We just want to get close. Okay, that's all we're trying to do here is get close to the bottom and close to the top. And we have indicators that allow us to do that. So ARB, again, still bullish on this one. Still like it above 11 cents. Axlar, this one still looks good too. Again, we broke out over the EMAs. Okay, we've been in a downtrend. We're breaking out, guys. This happens like once a year. Once a year, these kind of breakouts happen. So still bullish on that. We got SMCI. Probably going to set a stop loss at 26 on this one. Again, up over those EMAs. As long as we can hold on to that $26 level, SMCI still looks pretty good. HIMS still looks phenomenal too. This is one of my favorite stocks. Had 3% pullback. Oh my gosh. Okay, that can come down to 25.50, but again, I'm targeting up here at 60. So still holding HIMS. Again, nothing to worry about. As long as the dot is green, we're not worried. Okay, if we get a pullback down here to 25, we'll just look to add more on HIMS. I think this thing's going to the absolute moon. ENA, again, broke out over the EMAs here. Again, we've been stuck in this downtrend. If your name is below these EMAs, do not touch it. Okay, you don't want to touch it. Okay, wait till we break out. Okay, I like this one a lot over 9.5. Okay, over 9.5, I really like ENA still. This is a stable coin name, and everything's pointing up. The dot is green. Nothing to worry about. Cetus, again, still holding this one till I see a red dot there. Osmosis, same kind of thing. Still green, still looking good. That one's not over those EMAs. This one needs to hold on to like 0.0288. Okay, targeting up there at around 12 cents on Osmosis there. INJ had a really nice move. This one's also breaking out for the first time in 8 months. Again, we've been in downtrend. Okay, breaking out here. So up above 290, I really like INJ here. I think it looks very, very strong. Again, the dot is still green on the weekly. It's also got a monthly alert popping. We entered this one, I think, at around 270. It's up 23% this month since we entered. And again, everything's pointing up. As long as the dot is green, guys, it doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what our emotions tell us. It doesn't matter what Twitter says, right? We trust the data here. Okay, we don't trust the news or anything like. We just trade the charts. That's all we do. Okay, so you got the green dot right there at 280. I mean, that thing's up to 350, targeting at least. You can see how that white line's using as resistance. At least 750 on this one is our target. The red zone's all the way up there at 13 to 16. Still very bullish, even on a 5% pullback. And the last one today is going to be Plume. Again, Plume came down there at less than a penny. It's already up 30% off of that signal. Again, we're breaking out over the EMAs, targeting up here between 10, 11, and 13 cents. So that's my portfolio. Again, everything's still green on the weekly. Not worried about anything. The only thing I have a red dot on is FET, and I told you guys I'm setting a stop loss on that one at around 18 cents. Again, that's just because I got a red dot here. If it breaks down, then I'm going to sell and cut my losses quickly and not have to write it down. But ultimately, I'm playing the monthly on this one. I think it looks really good, and that 20-cent level is acting as support. So everything else is a hold, and yeah, a lot of these names aren't even close to their sell zone yet. Again, this is where we sell. This is when the market's exciting. This is when Twitter and all these influencers that are bearish are bullish. Once they flip to bullish, that's when I normally am taking my profits and just waiting for a correction. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. If you guys got any questions about the indicators or anything like that, drop them in the comments. I read every single comment. If you guys are not in the Discord, there's a link in the description. You guys can join for free. There is a paid option over here that's literally $4 a month to join. We have over 3,000 people who are members over here. I think our Discord's at like 27,000 people total, but we have 3,000 people who are members over here. If you guys want to join it, it's literally less than a Starbucks coffee a month, $4 a month. You guys can get access to all the trade alerts. So we actually call out all of these signals over here in real time, all the weekly, the monthly. XCN got that monthly today. That's beautiful. Daily, and then all the sell alerts as well. And I have a section over here that literally tells you how to trade every single signal, all the monthly alerts, the weekly alerts, so on and so forth. You guys will learn all about that in the trading course over here. Again, the trading course is completely free. I don't want to charge you guys for education. Okay, trading course over here. And again, if you do not have the indicators, you guys can download those right here. Like I said, if you guys got any questions, drop a comment or hit me up over here in the Discord. I'm happy to help you. Tomorrow, we will be taking chart requests from our chart request thread. So if you guys have chart requests for tomorrow, we're live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here on YouTube. You guys can drop your chart requests over here. Tell me what you're watching. I will cover all of these charts throughout the week. And again, that's just over there in the chart request thread. That's a feature for our members over here. So make sure you guys do that tonight, and those will be answered tomorrow here on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like if you got any value out of this. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.